Hi, my name is Jonathan, and today I'll be presenting my practice video of my presentation of the invention of insulin as a treatment in diabetes. Insulin is an important hormone produced from the pancreas, which allows our body cells to store and create energy and also helps regulate our blood sugars. When the ability to produce and respond to insulin is impaired in our bodies, that's when diabetes is likely to be developed. There's two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. People with type 1 diabetes can't make insulin because the beta cells in their pancreas are damaged or destroyed. Meanwhile, people with type 2 diabetes are resistant to insulin. That's a short video more about insulin. So, in 1921, Dr. Frederick G. Banton and his assistant Dr. Charles H. Best, a medical student at the time, discovered the hormone insulin through the pancreatic extracts of dogs. They ultimately proved that diabetes is a disease of insulin deficiency and refined the hormone to be utilized as a treatment for human use. So, after extracting the hormone insulin from dogs' pancreases, Banton and Best injected the hormone into new dogs and found that it lowered their high blood glucose levels to normal. They then perfected their experiments by grinding up and filtering a dog's surgically tied pancreas, isolating a substance called isletin. So that's where the hormone insulin is produced, and that's how they're able to fully extract it. And they then, with the help of Canadian chemist James B. Collip and Scottish physiologist John J.R. MacLeod, who was the professor of physiology at the University of Toronto at the time, they were able to refine the hormone and enable it for human use. So here's a quick some facts about both of the inventors. As you can see, they're both very well educated and they both served in the war as well. And so, as you can see, Dr. Frederick G. Banton, he was awarded the Nobel Prize, but not Dr. Charles H. Best, and that was because Dr. Charles H. Best hadn't earned his medical degree yet, but Dr. Banton still shared his prize money with him. So this map here shows the percent of the population in each of Canada's provinces and territories that have diabetes. So before insulin was discovered in 1921, people with diabetes did not live very long. There simply wasn't very much doctors could do for them. The most effective treatment was to put them on very strict diets, and some patients only consumed 450 calories a day, and causing some to die of starvation. And we all know that diabetes is not that uncommon in our society, as whether it be friends, neighbors, or family members, we all know people who suffer from the disease. And over 371 people, it has meant the difference between life and death for over 371 million people worldwide, including 3.4 million Canadians. So it has been a very significant invention. Iterations since its inception. So initially there was only one type of insulin, and there was only one way to deliver into the human body, and that was through a classic injection with a syringe. However, now there are several different types along with several different delivery methods. So, scientists and bioengineers have been able to develop new insulins and the rate at which they act at, the rate at which they peak act, how long they last for. They've been able to develop new ones with those features. So there's everywhere from short-acting to long-acting, and different delivery methods. So injections with a syringe, that's still the most commonly used today, but now you can inhale it. There's jet injectors for those who aren't comfortable with using needles that just injects the hormone into your skin, and there's also pens which you can carry around and anywhere, rapid-acting, long-acting, short-acting. You basically just press a button and it will deliver whichever one you want. So the future of insulin. As technology becomes more and more advanced, traditional insulin injections will no longer have a strong presence in the future of insulin as diabetes treatment. So one cool thing researchers have started is that they're currently working on an artificial pancreas system, also known as a bionic pancreas. And the ultimate goal of this system is to have a single device that detects blood glucose levels and automatically regulates blood sugar with insulin and other hormones without any human intervention. And bioengineers are also working on producing artificial beta cells inside pancreas as well. So quickly, those are some fun and interesting facts about insulin and diabetes. Here's some additional information. So when you guys have the chance, feel free to go through. There's some great information about in these links. So my opinions and conclusions on the topic. So I strongly believe that we as a society lack knowledge about insulin, as the majority of the population just knows insulin as a treatment used in diabetes. However, I don't think a lot of people know that it's in fact a hormone inside the human body, one of the most important ones, and that's where the treatment got developed. And also, it is by far one of the most significant inventions of the 20th century so far, especially when considering it has meant the difference between life and death for over 371 million people worldwide. I also found the history of its invention to be very fascinating, especially how they were able to tie surgically tie a dog's pancreas and isolate the islets where insulin is produced, and being the first ones in history to be able to fully extract the hormone without it being damaged. And also how technology is impacting the future of insulin as technology is becoming more and more advanced, and it's just mind-blowing to think that in the near future we could have bionic pancreases replacing original ones that automatically serve the purpose that like natural ones do. So quickly, those are my citations. All the sources I use. So thanks for tuning in, guys. So now, any questions? Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tune into my presentation in class as well. I still have some work to do, but that's about it. Is that fine, Mom?
Yeah, that was good.